or insomnia gets you to be awake during the night? That's the question. And why we're talking about it? The reason I think about it just because I'm in midlife transition. So I'm a midlife woman. And sometimes we talk about insomnia, easily tired, hot flashes, and a lot of other symptoms. As we may already know, or you may already know, that in midlife women, there are menopausal symptoms that usually comes in this time period. So, insomnia is one of many symptoms, and menopausal symptoms actually can be many. It's over 30 symptoms. Did you know that? Well, anyway, I'm thinking about me as a person that I enjoy the quietness during the nighttime so I can be a little more productive, and I consider myself a night owl. And this is actually the third night that I come on live and talk to you guys on YouTube. If anybody can resonate with being a night owl. So, but since I'm also in midlife, so I'm wondering if any of you experience this insomnia or you consider yourself a night owl, right? Because some of us are more productive and more alert during the nighttime and can do more work during the nighttime. Well, to be fair, I have been doing the work as a registered nurse taking care of patients in the afternoon shift, and some call it swing shift. And from 3 p.m. in the afternoon all the way to 11 p.m. And by the time we finish swing shift, so we finish about 11:30 and sometimes 12 o'clock midnight. After that, of course, I would go home and clean myself up, take a shower, and just to be clean, right? Because all the time that I'm at work, it's in a hospital. So I consider myself unclean. So when I go home after my work hours, so I would take shower. And so I just feel like, okay, that wake me up again. So after that, I can do a little more work and things like that. So hi Reese, and hi you guys. Thank you for coming here and hanging with me. So what are you thinking? Are you a night owl, or you just feel like insomnia, cannot sleep well at night, wondering if any part of our bodies, the hormonal changes in midlife, impact our body, our mind, physical body? We cannot go to sleep. Even though we lay in bed, may being tossing left and right, and besides, we might think about, what's going on, right? And might be an advantage for us. Think about it, right? So if we cannot go to sleep right away, or we are being awake at night, whether by choice, being night owl, or if insomnia impacting us, right? So during that time is the time that we have for ourselves. Isn't that right? So how about we spend that time doing some reflection about who we are, what we've done from the morning hours throughout the day until afternoon hours, until evening hours, and just reflect on that, right? Sending all the love to all of you too. Thank you for you being so kind. So, when we do some reflection, that's gonna give us some idea of what we've done good, we like it, we enjoy it, we're being productive, or some part of us that is not quite productive, or we made some mistakes. That's okay. We all can make mistakes. But the key is, how did we learn from those mistakes, right? So we can do some reflection during the time that we unable to go to sleep. And it could give us a chance not only to reflect on yourself, being fair to ourselves, what is good, what is not good, and during that time, we can also be aware this is who we are, our identity, not tying with the activities that we did. Not only that, but to reflect on ourselves. Because whether we did good, very good, or not so good, or we never want to repeat some of the activities or actions ever again, whatever that is, it's all you. It's the whole person of who you are. Isn't that true? And sometimes in the busyness of the day, of the evening, of the night time, of the family, of the work, of some friends, of families, whatever that is, sometimes we did not have that time, that moment to reflect on ourselves. So whether you are a night owl or insomnia gotcha, spend that time, do some good work. And when we do some good things, we acknowledge that and do more of those things, right? Or when we don't really like what we did or what happened, we can do some reflection on that as well, that we don't want that to happen again. All right, so what do we learn? What did we learn from those things? And we have a chance to improve ourselves, and that is growth, right? So whatever good or not so good, embrace it. That's who you are. That's who we are. And that's another aspect of love ourselves. Love yourself as who you are. Bad, good, success, mistakes, sadness, frustration, whatever that is, embrace it all, because that's who you are and your identity is who you are. And it's not that we don't care about the society, but we have to have some healthy boundaries, right? We learn about everything else in the world since we are little, like baby and growing up. We learn when to eat, when to cry, and we get fed, and all these things. Learn how to walk one step at a time. We crawl, we trying to stand up. Life, it's just like that, don't you think? Sometimes we don't really know which path that we choose, that is going to be good or not so good. But once we learn, we can make a better decision the next time. And speaking of which, we can learn by ourselves, but sometimes we can learn from someone else's experience. And someone else might show us by interaction that we learn from them. And sometimes we read the books, we interact with somebody else, and that's how we learn life too. So when we learn that way, we don't have to have such big pain, don't you think? because sometimes when we make mistakes, it's not only frustration and such, but it could hurt us, hurt our feelings. So there are so many ways that we can learn things in life, right? So, well, thank you so much for all these messages that I'm seeing. So I wonder if you experience these things, that you reflect on yourself and you being alert late at night and hanging out with me. So I like to say hi to everyone and thank you for being here, hanging with me. And what do you think? Right? Yes, you love yourself. Awesome. Queen Stephanie. Awesome. I can't see whole messages because I'm doing it live on my phone. So I hope you all are doing well. And this change of the season, sometimes it impacts us in so many ways, right? So at least we are being aware of who we are. And no matter what seasons that come into our lives, we actually in autumn or in fall season already, right? So the weather change, and I'm for one feeling that in the air, right? And sometimes we see it with the color change in the leaves in the trees, and so beautiful. I love them. I don't know if any of you love them too, as well, but it's just so beautiful. But it also brings some feelings. Sometimes I feel a little cold. The cold of the weather, it just get into the feeling of cold. I don't know how to explain that or express that, and I don't know if any of you feel that way. But, we are still who we are. No matter what season changing, try to improve ourselves and love ourselves in every day, because you are the one who being with you 24/7, every second, every minute of the day. It's only you that can love yourself. And the more that you love yourself and you can do good for yourself, being healthy, improve, and have personal growth, the more that you can offer to the world, to your loved ones, to your friends, your family, your co-workers, and strangers, right? So the more we can do, the more we can be, then the whole world gonna be more of the positivity in our eyes. Because let's think about it. What good would it be if we dwell on something that's sad, that's negative? What we can do is learn from them, right? We can learn. And that's our decision, whether we want to learn or not. That's our choice. That's why some people experience the same situation. One, learn and be better and improve and do greater. And one, still being sad and unable or choose not to move on. Sometimes it's hard, but remember one thing. No matter how hard life throw at us, we do have a choice. Don't let anyone or anything take that away from you. You have free will. So be proud of yourself. Choose to do the right thing, whether people watching you or not. And speaking about take care of ourselves and our health, I'm excited that I'm gonna be sharing, being a midlife woman, how to take care of our skin. Because among many symptoms in midlife women, the menopausal symptoms, right? So dry skin is among many symptoms. So when we can do something, and we can So when we feel good, we look good, we feel good, we feel more confident, and we can do a lot more things, impacting our self-confidence, our decision making. And we don't have to wait for anyone to praise us. Oh, you have such beautiful skin. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is nice. But isn't that true that we know that within ourselves? We know what we did, how to take care of ourselves, right? Dry skin is not only inconvenience or not good looking on the outside, but it could cause us the scratchiness. When we scratch on it, it could be an open area and could turn into a wound or source of infection, and it could turn ugly. So, I'm planning to talk in my workshop tomorrow. It's actually a 2-day workshop tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, 2 hours each day. I'm going to be sharing how to take care of our skin. Well, not only outside, like lotion or moisturizer on the face and the body, but from the inside out, right? What kind of food we should eat, especially in this midlife transition. We drink water, what kind of exercise, what ingredients in the products that we're gonna use, what kind would be good and sensitive to our skin, especially in midlife, right? So I'm so excited. So I just can't not say anything about it. But I think it's just important for us to be able to take good care of ourselves, because let's face it, we have one life to live, right? So what else? What are we gonna do? This is one life that we have. We were born with this one person. And it's whether it's physical, mental, emotional, cognitive, spiritual, it's all one thing. That's why at a young age, when at school, long time ago, right? The teachers, the school show us students about the bad things about not doing drugs, not doing anything that might be addictive and that could impact us in a negative way. One of the things that came into my mind is that, boy, I only have one brain and I really need it so much. If I do those things, I don't know if I'm gonna, I need my every single cell in my brain, so that keeps me away from those kind of things. But anyway, I love health and wellness, and I'm hoping and sending all of you good vibes and a good love and kindness to all of you, because we all need love, right? We can choose love or not love. For one, I choose love, because I believe love one another and be kind to one another is the way to go. Why not? Right? Do we love ourselves? And we love to say, yes, love ourselves. It's not selfish. It's actually selfless, because the more that we take good care of ourselves, the more capability that we can do. The more that we take good care of ourselves, we still have a sane mind. We have 2 hands, 2 feet. I do have these 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 legs, 1 brain, 1 mouth, 2 ears, and everything that I'm so thankful for that I have this body. Then I can do good for myself, and I can do good for others who may need more help, even more than me. So let's start from ourselves. Let's begin with ourselves. Honor and respect yourself no matter what, because you are beautiful human being. So I'm sending love to all of you, and take good care of yourself. And whether you are a night owl or insomnia gets you down, there are actually ways that we can deal with insomnia. We don't have to fight it and stay up all night. midlife women. If you stay tuned, one of these days I'm gonna talk more about insomnia and help us in midlife women more. But tonight I think night owl's gonna fly away, and probably it's time for me to get some rest, and I hope you all have a good rest as well. Well, good night from California. If any of you are from anywhere else around the world, I hope that you have a good and beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, and take great care of yourself. Until we see each other again, bye for now.